You guys, if y'all only knew what was going on behind the scenes. Anyway, welcome. Let's go. Greetings and welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man proudly presents Collectors Lounge International. It's Funday Sunday. And depending on where you are in the world right now, the weather's a little funny, especially here. It's like 60 something degrees. And then they said it's supposed to shoot up to 80. Last night was pretty calm, but kind of chilly. Me and the missus went for a little ride. We had to put on jackets and beanies because it was kind of chilly outside, and we only went for we got out there, we went for maybe about a good 15 to 20 minute ride and came back home. But anyway, it was fun. It was kind of fun. Anyway, welcome all. So glad that you're actually here. Now I know you're thinking there's not really much to talk about in the collecting world, because again, I mean, there's some things to talk about. Don't get me wrong, there's some things that we can talk about, things that we will talk about and cover. But on the Hot Toys realm, they've been very, very silent about certain things. Will we see a couple of releases this week? Will we see some reveals this week? Especially that we're ending Obi-Wan, which we will not have the discussion on because right now that's too much of a toxic conversation to have. Not even toxic. It's just a very diverse conversation to basically have. It's a bit divisive, so we're not going to beat that dead horse because it's been beat to death already this week. So we're going to stray away from that, but we're going to just kind of dive into a couple of other things, some announcements of a new film that was actually dropping, or that's going in production, which is the Thunderbolts. We're going to talk about that. If you actually went out to see Jurassic World Dominion this weekend, what your thoughts were. I liked it. I don't know if you would have. Amongst everything else, we're going to have like a slight conversation, just off the top. Nothing is ever designed. We just go off the cuff and just shoot the shit and drink and stuff like that. But anyway, can't do it without my amazing panel. So thank you guys for basically joining us here today. What is going on with you fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Oh, good.
Good. My light just fell off. That's why I turned my camera off then, because my light literally just fell off.
Oh, really?
Timing.
Hey, Ben, I'm digging the shirt, bro.
Thanks, man.
I'm really digging the Halloween shirt, man.
Double-sided and everything.
Hell yeah! Like that's pretty much one of my favorite, franchises of all time, man. I grew up on it. Remember scared. I remember, a quick story, bro. When I was young, we went trick or treating. Now, mind you, this is when you go trick or treating, and actually on Halloween night of trick or treating, they actually play Halloween films. Cam, they don't do that shit anymore, bro. You notice that? You're on mute.
Damn it. Holy hell. So basically, love it. Basically, they don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore.
They're too scared now, man.
They're too scared now.
It's too crazy out here.
It is crazy. And I'm talking about like when you used to go out, we went trick-or-treating, and Ben, they would, like, when you come home, you would have big bags of candy, right? You come home and your mom would say, dump it all out right now. And she would go through every piece to check to see if there was no syringes, no razor blades or stuff like that. That's when they were saying people were creepy. But here's the thing. Mom was sneaky, because that's not one of the reasons that she was going through the bag. She knew that we would hit up the rich neighborhoods where they just didn't actually give you candy. They would give you dollar bills and $5, 10 something like that. So she would go through the candy and give us the candy, keep the money, be like, we're just going to put this in your little piggy bank. I'm like, what piggy bank? I ain't never seen the piggy bank. Whatever. We're just going to put it in your imaginary piggy bank. So keep the money. But at the same time, we would sit there, we had the candy, and we would watch a few of the horror films. Michael, like Halloween was always one that, would, drop every Halloween. It was just good times to really do it back then. But they just don't do it anymore, bro. They don't do it. Like it's like they'll play movies on Halloween night, but not around trick-or-treating. Like, and I was always like curious, like, yo, you would always separate trick-or-treating from Halloween night. I was like, come on, man. Like, it makes sense to have it all in one day, but they would always separate it because of the kids. And then it would always start at like 6 o'clock and end at 8? It was only like 2 hours to go around the different neighborhoods and get candy. I'm like, man, you got to be fast, straight up. So yeah, anyway, that was my quick story. Halloween, love it. Love the shirt. So Ben, welcome, man. So glad to see you here with us today. It is an honor as always to have you guys here. Killer Cam, cousin Cam. What's going on with you, bro? How's your week?
Good, man. And the thing about Halloween is you really don't see many kids out there anymore.
No, you don't.
Because it's like I remember my parents' neighborhood growing up, man. It used to be we could all walk by ourselves together.
Yeah.
Through the neighborhood. And now I look out there and everybody light off. And I'm like, well, I guess it's pretty dead. I mean, it's just dead out here now.
There's nothing. Like, we just don't.
Y'all don't do it at all out there?
Yeah, I'll dress up
right
and put on a show. I've got lighting, a smoke machine ready for the trick or treaters, and then I'll have about two people knock on my door. Didn't you just describe
your regular Tuesday night, mate?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, the wives just sat there going, not again.
I am Count Dracula. Give it over, Ben.
I've actually got a Dracula cape.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's always that. But yeah, man, like they just don't like now, like with kids, like parents, they drive the kids around, they open up the van door, throw them out, tuck and roll while they still driving, get your candy, and jump back in while the van's still moving.
Yeah, my parents was like, well, we going on foot. We walking, you know what I'm saying? And they driving in cars, doing drive-by candy pickups.
Doing drive-by candy pickups and stuff like that. It's crazy. So I don't know. Last Halloween was a bit like we took the kids out, and the thing is, it was trick-or-treating on a Sunday. That was weird.
Oh yeah.
That was like one of the first Sundays that they had it. So I don't know. We'll see how it's going to be this year, man. I don't know. But anyway, my man Shane in the building, Mr. Clean all day, aka Focus, bro. What's going on with you, man? How's your day? Everybody's talking about the wardrobe, the beanie. See, here's the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I get up. Mind you, I took a couple Tylenol PM. Shane, we were talking a little bit last night. I took a little bit, some Tylenol PM so I can fall asleep. I was thinking that I'm being in control of this. My girl gets up and I hear her rummaging around in the room, and I'm like tired. I'm in mid dream. I just get up and I'm like, what time is it? She said, it's 11 o'clock. I'm like, what? I had to look at the clock. I was like, y'all got a show in an hour. I had to take a shower, eat something real quick, whatever. But yeah, I got up and I was like, all right, let me just go in the drawer, grab a t-shirt. I looked at this t-shirt. I was like, wait, nah, Shane's gonna be on this motherfucker. So I threw the shirt away. I was like, let me just go through. I'm like, let me just grab the shirt. Let me iron this motherfucker real quick and make sure it's crisp. Get my jeans out. Yeah, I was ironing. Yeah,
it's
I had
like
to,
you iron shirts.
Wrinkles, man. I had to make sure I wasn't wrinkled. Cause come on,
I thought I was OCD, man, but that's on another level, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm straight up OCD, bro. But I had to iron everything.
I like things organized. Shocker.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, I just pick it up, give it a sniff test, and go.
There you go.
Yeah. In fairness, I had to represent the 6-scale scavengers.
Oh, the day one pre-orders.
I've been a big fan of them. I had two of their Dopo t-shirts, and I picked up two during the week. I got a green one because it's Irish and stuff, and got this one. But it's I had to support them, even though
I'm Irish.
Yeah, I have to. It's have to do. It's like a staple, man. It's
fueling the stereotypes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and this is not a hot whiskey.
Oh, it's not. It's just you got.
It lay out the hot whiskey. It's good if you're a bit under the weather, like if you're a bit if you have a cold or some sort of thing that's going around the world at the moment.
Yeah, there you go, Cam. Get you some hot whiskey, bro.
Give me a hot toddy, man. Throw some cinnamon in there.
That's exactly what it is, man. It's lovely.
There you go. That's amazing. Yeah, it puts me to sleep though, so I'd be like, I'm gonna drink it after.
It's good.
See me nodding off.
Yeah, good on the
camera.
Nodding off with the camera.
You okay? Somebody uncle at the cookout. Nodding off.
Like, Cam, you straight? You straight, Cam? You good?
Hey, Iron Man, Mark 5. They'd be like, we ain't even talking about that.
Speaking of, all right, you know what? Boom. You hit the. Speaking of Iron Man Mark 5, I got a story. Now, okay, so
story time, kids.
All right. Now, mind you, I had been waiting for the Mark 5 now for a minute. When I placed the or when they actually sent me the notification that it was dropping, they also sent me the just let me know it's going to be shipping soon, but I never got a DHL invoice. So I had to keep bugging them. And what happened was, I guess that first week, they missed the order and they put it on the next order. Anyway, It was scheduled to arrive on Thursday, but what happened was when they sent it over, it got held up in New York for about a day, and then they released the shipping. I got this, the notification that it was going to arrive, and it was scheduled to be delivered on the 9th. Waited all day, and I knew because it arrived late, it wasn't going to get there on the 9th. So anyway, at night they changed the shipping order to shipping date selected. That's all it said. Friday, I'm like, come on, man, what's going on? So I'm just waiting around, whatever, and it still says shipping date selected. I'll check the tracking. I contact DHL. They say, oh, no, it's out on the truck. It's going to be delivered for you today. Don't worry about it. You'll get it. I was like, okay, cool. 2 o'clock rolls around, don't get it. 5 o'clock rolls around, don't get it. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not playing this game. 5:30, I got in my car. Now, the DHL dispatch center is actually it's about 10, 15 minutes away from me. So I drove over there. Gave the guy the actual the label and everything. I showed him what, the tracking number and all that. He's like, okay, let me go back and see what's going on. Let me, check. So, bro, he gets on the computer, he's checking, but then when they fuck up, they give you that look over the computer, like, yeah, one moment. You look down, bro. So he goes in the back. He's back there for about 10 minutes, comes out with the box in his hand. He said, yeah, it was on a pallet. They didn't actually put it on the truck. I was like, so had they not done it, I wouldn't have known, and I'd have been waiting around. But he did give me some information. So right now, DHL globally is suffering because they don't have enough drivers. So in my area alone, there's only 2 drivers that handles the entire city of Harrisburg.
That's crazy.
2 drivers.
That's crazy.
So, and that's between me here, York, Pennsylvania, Lancaster, Reading, and there's only 2. So basically, like, this guy, there's only 2. So he said, like, right now they're working with limited drivers because there's not a lot that they actually have. So everybody out there, if you're looking if you have a DHL shipping, if it's coming through DHL, just if it is delays, that's why, because this is what they're experiencing. So just to let you know,
just go and get it yourself.
Yeah, I had to go out there and get it. And the thing is, I guess, like, I would have been, here's where, see, I had to check myself because I would have probably been more upset if he didn't come out with the box. But because he came out with the box and he gave me the story, I was like, oh, that's fine. It's fine. But if he would have came out with the box, I'm like, motherfucker, where's my, you know what I mean? But I didn't, I kind of contained myself. It's just whatever. He gave me my box. I was straight. But yeah, they are experiencing, a bit of delays. So that's it. So
that could have been weeks. That could have been sat there for weeks.
Weeks, it could have, because the thing is, it was sitting. He said it was sitting on the pallet. It was marked as shipping date, but there was no delivery date. So there's no. I would have called back next day, and they would have been like, "Yeah, it's on the truck." No, it's not. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, it's been crazy. Anyway, everybody out there, so glad to have you on board. Let me address the chat real quick. We got Shiny out there. He said DHL stands for don't have L drivers. I know what that means. We got AJ Grusa. I know that looks too. I know that looks too well. I'm still waiting for my MK5 from DHL too, man. Figure Asik Park. Check your dispatch center. Make sure if they're sending it, check it, man, because I'm telling you, that's what could be going down right now. We got H Green in the building. Thank you for coming through. Let's see here. We got Calvin Williams, my guy, Calvin. Good morning, brother. S Beam is in the building. Renz Talentino all day, every day. We got Windman 42. We got the Empire Strikes Again. We got Jan Michael Jameer is in the building. Thank you for being here. When I hear Jan Michael, I'll quickly go to Jan Michael Vincent. If y'all know who he was from Airwolf, that was a show back in the 80s. I used to love that show, Airwolf. It was dope. You gotta look it up. It was a dope show. A DTR, man. We got let's see here. Tyria is in the building. We got Louis Labitz. We got William Owens, CT603 in the building. PT Works. Brandon Salad is in the building. Thank you for being here. Cam's Collections out there talking to everybody. Jason Douglas, Nick Carmen. Who else we got out there? Focus is out there too. We got Dragon Jedi in the building, like that name. Efron Guzman is out there. Thank you for being here, brother. Real Limes. We have Blitz 0065 is in the building. Maniac Collects. Let's see who else we got here. Man, we got quite a few. Is that Con LP95 is out there. Let's see who else we got. Yeah, well, I think we pretty much covered everybody. Triple G Comics is out there. Thank you for being on board. So yeah, let's see what this message is from, because I got a strange feeling it's going to probably be Lou. Let's see here. What is Lou saying? No, it's not Lou.
Do you know what it is? It's DHL contacting you saying that your second Mark V is being delivered courtesy of the Devil's Workshop.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Straight up.
That's what I have it already. You're gonna be like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no.
I smell a giveaway.
Hey, yo. And then check it out. As soon as I got it from them, they changed the delivery, everything that says shipping delivered. I was like, yeah, delivered. I picked it up. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's how
if they hadn't have done that, you could have said that it was lost, gone back to the seller, said, where is it?
Where is it? Yeah, where's my Mark V?
Double the Iron Man.
Exactly.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I had to Google Airwolf for a second. I was like, let me see what the hell they're talking about.
You know what? I know I know the name definitely sounds familiar. I've definitely heard it before, but I don't think I ever recall actually seeing it. So I definitely have heard.
You probably got to be of a certain age, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I'm 40 next year, so it's like, there's something happened. Oh yeah, I think the ET released like 40 years today or something.
Yeah. I watched it last night. It was on TV last night. Yeah.
NECA posted a photo, and I don't know if that's a figure.
Yeah, it might be. It might be, because here's the thing. It was crazy because Hershey, which when the movie was released, they actually had their ET was on the front of the shirt. It was like Reese peanut butter cups, like Reese's whatever, and just like the mini Reese hard candy. They did like a campaign. They were running a campaign during the movie, and so Hershey announced about about a week ago, whatever, that they were re-releasing those vintage T-shirts that had cool. ET on the front of them. So yeah, I had one when I was little because my aunt used to work at Hershey. She used to work for the Hershey factory, so that's how I got it. But yeah, any ET fans out there, remarkable film. I mean, it's a classic. It's OG straight up. So definitely. So yeah, shout out to ET. Salute, happy anniversary, man. But so here's what I want to do. Real quick before we jump into everything else here, I want to talk about some of the things we had this conversation on Thursday. Slightly, Cam, we talked about it. I want to kind of extend that conversation into now, because now we need to know, like I said, because it's coming up on, again, we haven't gotten a release docket from Hot Toys now telling us what the future slate is going to be, and we know we're still waiting on one figure right now. Right. Two, actually, technically 3 figures right now that haven't been released. We're still waiting on the classic suit or the classic armor Iron Man, which is the comic concept. Miles, and for those who are still waiting on Loki, you already know when that's going to come. You won't see that in probably until the end or fourth quarter, end of the year, or the beginning of next year. So just don't hold your breath too long for that one. So just the way it happens, though. But yeah, so those are some of the things that we're waiting on. But right now, we do have some up and comers. One being, I'm wondering what everybody is, or if, I'm gonna start with you, Cam, first on this one, and then we're gonna have a round table to see who's getting it now if it's released. Do you have this on pre-order, Cam? Or is this something?
I have the Bucky Barnes from Infinity War, so I don't have this one on pre-order. Yeah. Because I felt like it's so similar, even with the suit and the gun. Because in the show we never even saw this gun, in the TV show at all. But it's basically just a haircut, if you think about it. Yeah. So for me, I'm kind of like on the fence, because I'm like, all right, how many Bucky do I really want at the end of the day? But if we're gonna see this iteration of him later on, then it could be cool to have. So I'm kind of on the fence about it. I was kind of more concerned about going after a Wanda, because I don't have one of those, and then also a Vision as well. So that was kind of like my first thought was like, grab those, and then I'll figure out this one a little later on and stuff, whether I really want it. Yeah, but it looks awesome though. I feel like they did change the metallic arm, because it looks darker, and that gold kind of pops a little bit more. I'm not sure if that's Photoshop or not. But I mean, like I said, it's so similar to the previous figure before, though.
Yeah,
like it
looks glossier.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of looks, because the original, I think it was a little weathered a tad bit,
but it was like it was kind of like a grayish color more so than anything. Then this one looks more black than the previous one from Infinity War, though. But I think the Infinity War one kind of looks similar to this in the photos, and then we got it and we looked and we're like, oh, it's not as shiny, you know, as we thought it was going to be. I mean, so I don't know. I think it's a cool figure though. It's super dope though.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see, you know, when this will see a release, if it, you know, will be soon or if it's going to be delayed. Because I got a feeling there's going to be a few figures that's going to be delayed. Shane, is this one that you're going to actually pick up, or is this something that you're not going to actually have in your collection?
You already know the answer to this question.
Exactly, I do.
But I will say, out of all the Marvel TV shows, and obviously I've never purchased or pre-ordered a figure from any of the Marvel TV shows. That Falcon, that Captain America, that really tempted me, because I watched the show. It was fine. I haven't rewatched it, and for me that's a bad sign, because like I'll rewatch The Mandalorian any day of the week. But I haven't rewatched any of the Disney Plus Marvel shows, but I like to watch them because otherwise I won't know what's going on in the next movie that I'm going to go see. You know what I mean? But the one that really, I was on a knife edge, was that Captain America, that Sam Wilson Captain America from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's just a stunning piece. But I can't get that without getting, you know, the Winter Soldier. But I just, again, this is one of those things where I just exercise that bit of caution and kind of go, right, are there other figures that are going to pop up that you will love more? And I just got to go, I'm just going to let this one go. You can't get one without the other. I really don't. It's like getting C-3PO without an R2-D2. You know what I mean? I think it's the title of the show, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I do think if you're getting one, I know it's not. For me, if you're getting one, you kind of have to get the other. So, no. And also, I think that the coolest version of the Winter Soldier was his first appearance, from Captain America 2. Just that baller look, you know, the kind of long hair and the old pandemic mask he had on for most of the film, the silver arm. He was just like, he was like a Terminator, like, you know. At the same time, one of the things I really enjoyed about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was just the kind of bromance the two of the boys have, like, you know what I mean. But no, it's I'm not going to pick it up.
Yeah, definitely. So Ben, something that you think you would actually pick up? Yay, nay?
Nay. I think the people who are going to pick this up are people that are going all in on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier kind of line. So, you know, they're going to get their third party Zemo, they're going to have their Sam Wilson and really kind of go in on that. Winter Soldier for me is, as a character, like that Captain America film, honestly, like it is still potentially my favorite Marvel MCU film. Like I honestly think it's a superhero masterpiece. And for me, the character of Bucky has just got less and less interesting as time has gone on. And it's not to say that I don't think Sebastian Stan is good. I think he's amazing at what he does. And I did kind of love the bromance element. And, you know, it's like a buddy cop sort of feel for the series. But I just have found him more and more beige as time's gone on in the MCU, and I think the costume design has reflected that a little bit as well. Like as Shane said, like how cool he looked in that original look, and to this isn't a figure that is going to stand out in anyone's collection. This is a figure that is going to form part of that overall collection and kind of sit, you know, to I don't know, build the environment. But
it's Winter Soldier Light. It's Diet Winter Soldier, Winter Soldier Light. I can't believe it's not Winter Soldier. Yeah, it's just.
And you know me, Shane. I never go diet.
Nah, you don't want that stuff. It's poison, pure poison.
Yeah, I think for me, it's a hard situation because I have the Sam Wilson cap paid off, so whenever it drops, it'll be here. And when you're a completionist, it's like, all right, I have to have the Bucky to kind of go with it, since he was an integral part of the show. But you're right. I mean, it's the simple fact, they would have made it, what would have made it more interesting is if they would have actually followed through with the narrative. And, for some reason, with Cap being, missing, even if they would have kind of did this in the show, if they would have actually allowed, but see, the thing is, I understand it wouldn't have made sense to give Bucky the shield and have him don Captain America's armor. I mean, his uniform. They would have gave us that classic Bucky Captain American uniform. That would have been dope. But because of the crimes, again, it just didn't make sense because there was no atonement that we've seen. Mm-hmm. Even though that scene, it was a powerful scene in the show when, he was with Io and Io helped him get through, what he was going through and said that you're free. And that was an emotional moment to see him. Like, just imagine, like, he doesn't have to deal with that anymore. And he was just really, really emotional about it. I love that scene. That scene was so dope. I actually enjoy Falcon and the Winter Soldier a lot. But yeah, I just think that the evolution of the character could have been a bit more. You know what I mean? He could have gave.
I feel like his arc is done now. Like, I just don't know because in that series. Sorry, Leia, I've jumped in. Mr. Passionate about MCU.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I feel like they kind of wrapped everything up so well, and the emotional arc was so satisfying. Having him visit his past victims and tick people off, and kind of come to terms with all of that. So, I just don't know where they can go with the character now.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's rumors that he could appear in a team that we might touch upon later, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, we are going to touch on that. As a matter of fact, I think it is a good space and a good segue. We'll come back to like the figure releases and stuff like that, but I think it is a good segue because there was an announcement during the week. If people haven't already heard, that they are actually doing a Thunderbolts film. And they already have a director attached to it, and this is basically now. The thing is, it depends on how they do it. Now, of course, if you follow the Thunderbolts IP, first and foremost, they have to have Baron Zemo as one of the characters, because he sort of like directs the Thunderbolts themselves. You have Yelena, you have, again, the U.S. agent, you have, of course, Taskmaster, and you have the one and only, I keep forgetting his name.
Abomination.
The Abomination. Mm-hmm. So again, dope team, but it's gone through so many different iterations. You don't have. I would have loved to see him have Songbird there as well because she's an important part of the Thunderbolts as well. The team has changed and been modified. So this is basically the MCU's Suicide Squad. Yeah. Now, of course, Thunderbolt Ross, played by William Hurt. Rest in peace, William Hurt. I don't know how they would actually do that. He also becomes the Red Hulk. Spoiler alert, I guess people didn't really know that. Yeah. But he is the Red Hulk. So it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of play this one out and how they do it. Cam, I'm gonna start with you first. Would you be interested in a Thunderbolts film?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like they could take a I guess a darker route than a lot of the Disney films. It gives them an opportunity to kind of go more in depth with a lot of these characters to figure out exactly in detail what drove them to be or to become in this position of where they are now. But I feel like it could just tail into so many more movies or so many different iterations of different comics that have come out previously, though. So I'm super excited about it. It is really sad though that we don't get, or we might not get Thunderbolt Ross in there, but
yeah,
because I was looking forward to the Red Hulk, because the Hulk we have now is just he's like he's a scientist, so he's like it's like I wish we saw that rageful Hulk again, and hopefully the Abomination brings some of that to the team, but also is able to not literally like turn on everybody as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, and again, with Abomination on the team itself, that's definitely going to be interesting. It'd be good to see. we know that we're going to get Abomination in the She-Hulk film, so that's going to really expand on his character there. Of course, we know Taskmaster is still out there. Which version we actually get, who knows?
Yeah.
I
think Ghost is out there too, right? But
yeah, Ghost is still out there too. Yeah, but here's the thing: the actress who plays Ghost has dropped out of the MCU. She's never coming back.
Oh,
why? What?
Yeah,
What'd she say?
Apparently, I don't know what it was, but she's now heading up another film. But something happened. They made an announcement that she's not coming back. You won't see her in the next Ant-Man at all unless they actually get another character or someone else to portray the character. But the actress she says she's done with the MCU. Yeah,
that character, man.
I did too.
She was great.
Ghost has been such a throwaway villain in the comics for so long, and they really kind of gave it that emotional backstory. It was great.
Yeah, and it was a very interesting character play on the character itself that made a lot of sense. So I would love to see her back. At least the character back. If you're going to recast the actress, recast the actress. Of course, Baron Zemo. I cannot wait. Hot Toys, y'all got to stop playing. I know there's a Baron Zemo dropping, but I want a Hot Toys Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
We don't need the Hot Toys one anymore. That third party is beautiful, man.
You like the third party one?
I honestly, I think it's flawless. Like I'm buzzing for it, and it's at that. It's going to be at that price range that I can do, and
yeah.
I'm honestly, I'm going to change my name to third party. Attention.
Oh, really?
Third party fan, I think.
You going through? Well, see, hey, and that's the thing, bro. Like, these third party companies are stepping up. That's the thing, bro. Like, they are delivering figures and they do it under the radar, somewhat under the radar, so well. You know what I mean? And it's like, especially if it's feasible, if the price is there. I mean, why not? And like you said, I mean, the piece is somewhat, flawless when you kind of look at it. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to kind of segue from this one and bring it in real quick because I do think that it is worth talking about. I don't think we actually have a conversation about it on Collectors Lounge. I think we didn't. I think Shane said he didn't like it. So we'll I'm just playing. We'll have that conversation now. But yeah, here he is. And they call him the Aristocrat.
Love that design so much.
Turkish delights.
It's so cool how it's like. I mean, it's my favorite color anyway. That like royal purple. But it's just again, and I know Shane's brought it up a couple of times about how the MCU does so well at kind of honoring the comic design, but making it real world and viable. And I just love this. It was a shame we didn't see more. I think there was like 2 shots where he put the mask on in the show. So hopefully it's more of a thing. I mean, maybe that's the whole thing with the Thunderbolts is that he'll maybe have to wear it the whole time because people can't know who he is because he's the guy that's in charge of dismantling the Avengers. So maybe that's that. We'll see more of the mask. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you guys think that we'll see, a different iteration, I guess? Well, of course, we're going to see this character again, I'm hoping. But do you think, of course, his suit or his outfit is going to change to be closer to comic accurate as far as like...
I'd like a sword.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would
if they could bring in a sword and have him swashbuckle a little bit.
I don't mind what they change, man. First of all, I think that head sculpt, as far as third party goes, that's pretty good, man. You know who that is.
Yeah.
If they do bring him in, I don't mind what they change once they keep those fresh dance moves the same because he's some man to move, man. He's some man to move.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not a bad looking figure at all.
Are these wait 1 second. No, sorry to interrupt you. Are you on the Devil's Workshop right now by any chance?
I'm on the Devil Workshops.
Okay.
I'm on there.
Here's something interesting.
Lord have mercy on your soul.
I just spotted something, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you take I'm looking at the shipping costs, right?
Yeah.
United Kingdom England, Scotland. Okay. What about Wales? Anyway, besides the point, it says $35. $35. And that's the estimated airmail. Okay, 30. That's reasonable enough. But yet, like, you're gonna find this hilarious. I actually pre-ordered something last week because I was like, right, I need to start paying some things off because I don't want things landing. And I pre-ordered the Batman and Bat Signal, the deluxe pack from the Devil's Workshop, because it was like $90 cheaper than Sideshow.
Yeah.
And then like I look at this grid they have, and now Ireland isn't there because Ireland isn't part of the United Kingdom. So I presume it's in the Europe section. And it was like $185, and I was like, yeah, I'm not paying that. But like, there's no way that they're actually going to. I've never been charged. I know that their shipping rates are, crazy, and I know that it's a pretty big box because the Bat Signal and the deluxe Batman, the base. But like, there's no way. I've never paid anything like that. Maybe $60, but like, that's insane. Like, that has to be a mistake because that has not happened. I'm not paying that. Sorry, I just copped that was actually reasonable looking shipping for a company that's infamous for having terrible, drastic shipping costs. Sorry.
Yeah, not that it is, bro. Like, now mind you, this is so if the Devil's Workshop is one, then this is basically the Devil's Helpers here.
Oh, sorry, no. Completely different company. Scratch everything I just said. This company is a reasonable company.
So I mean, yeah, that shipping is interesting. $35 US, North America, US, whatever. So and I believe that's estimated airmail service, no, of course, DHL.
Yeah, they're reasonable shipping costs.
Yeah, but the cost here, like this cost is really decent. So when I look at it, and I change it to of course, let me see here. We changed that to, if it lets me do it. Yeah, we changed it to USD. Yeah, that's $127 for this figure here. So Cam, are you getting this figure, bro?
Well, that's a pretty good price. I didn't realize.
Yeah,
how good that was until just now. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna be hard to pass up, honestly. I mean, if we get to the point where I get it and it's trash, and I'm like, I might just sell it. You can always sell it off, but I'm probably not gonna get the same amount as what I paid for it. Probably,
true.
Just due to like trying to get rid of it, and probably because of reviews and stuff too. But yeah, because it's hard to say whether Hot Toys is actually going to release that one or if they're just BSing around. And is it going to come with a head sculpt? Is it not? So I don't know what their rights are as far as using the character or the actor's likeness. So it's kind of hard to say. But this one looks good. I might end up jumping on this one. When is it supposed to drop?
This says
quarter 3. Oh, quarter 3. So like
this year,
fall.
Quarter 3 this year. So again, we could.
That's kind of good.
I don't know. It'd be interesting. It'd definitely be interesting.
Yeah, it would be my first third party figure if that's the case. That would be.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, third party, bro. That third party, I have both the Toys Era Doc Ock, and I have the Toys Era Green Goblin. Love them, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't pre-ordered the new ones, because I already have 2 that I have, and I don't really need them.
Yeah,
Toys Era is one of the few occasions I think where their versions are actually give Hot Toys either a run for their money or better. The Bank Robber Joker, the kit is fantastic, and the Bane, once you pair it with an M35 body, even though the M35 body is far too ripped to be the actual Bane from Dark Knight Rises because he had a bit of a belly on him. But the when you put the coat on and stuff, you don't notice. It's I genuinely think the Daft Toys Bane kit, not the stock exchange one, the regular one paired with an M35 body with the coat, is actually better than the Hot Toys. And the Daft Toys the Bank Robber Joker is similar. And this here on screen, I think this looks very good as well. I think that the mask could be. I think they're doing something with the mask because it looks a bit helmety. It does look hard, and it's supposed to be like a purple balaclava. Wouldn't that be right?
It's got like a shell.
Oh, right.
The balaclava's got like a shell within it, sort of thing.
Okay.
Because I actually bought a cosplay mask, and it was like someone's nan had just knitted it in their front room. It did not look good.
Yeah.
Stop buying off Wish.com, man.
Damn it.
Yeah. And I'm even more considering this one because I want that US agent, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because Hot Toys is not gonna make that. So it's like it gives me a chance to be able to display him with the other characters once I get.
Well, here's the strange part, bro. Is because they just made the announcement. Damn you, Ben. You might have actually literally sold me on this piece, bro. Now that I think about it, because I'm just looking at it, it looks pretty good. And it's definitely a no-brainer, especially that it's going to be coming out. Well, again, it could be pushed, but I think that they'll fulfill it. You might make me actually get this piece because I was holding out, but I don't think Hot Toys is going to do it anytime soon. But here's the thing: I think they're probably going to do it now, considering the simple fact that that announcement was just made this week. You know what I mean? Like it was just made this week about the film. So of course we know that, if there's attention on it, if we get the lineup of, because the thing is the MCU right now is already set in stone, and not set in stone, but they've actually lined certain things up a certain way as far as us getting the US agent, us getting Elena, us already seeing that we have Jamil. What is his name? Emil Blonsky, yeah. So we actually have Emil as, of course, Abomination. Elena, we have Baron Zemo, let me see who else we could possibly get. Who knows? We could get Bucky because at one point he was part of the Thunderbolts.
Batroc is in the most recent Thunderbolts in the King in Black storyline.
They killed him off though.
Mate, that King in Black Thunderbolts was like the best Suicide Squad comic book that I'd read in a while. But you swap out Amanda Waller for Kingpin, and it was just My favorite bit of it was, spoiler warning, in the first book, Rhino just decides to leave. He just goes nope, and he's just not in the team anymore. But it was just written with such humor and stuff. Great book. Highly recommended. 4-issue run, I think. So easy to just pick up and have fun with.
Definitely.
Got a question there. I don't think he did this in the show, but maybe it's a little nod to what he did in the comic books. But James T. Keegan, he's Irish and he streams on Attention Seeking Geeks Obi-Wan show. He's a diehard Star Wars fan. He actually has a YouTube channel and Instagram as well. I'm pretty sure his YouTube channel is James T. Keegan. Would that be right, Ben?
I don't know. I think it is. Yeah, he specializes in gaming stuff. So if you're a gamer, head over.
Maybe if you're a gamer, maybe check that out. Support the Irish and give him a subscribe there. But he raises the point that I was thinking myself as well. Does Zemo actually have a golden gun? Because I cannot remember him having a golden gun in the show. Maybe that's something he had in the comic books. Is that correct? Or
that he had a gold gun
in the comics?
Yeah, he did have a golden gun in the comics at one point as well. But then he's gone through so many iterations of the uniform itself too. Because this is a direct look, but the underdressing is a tad bit different. But kind of like spot on at the same time. So, it is, they are kind of going for it. Ben, Cam, like you said, I hope that they kind of modify the mask a bit more. Yeah. Because if you compare this one to the Hot Toys version that we got, or that version that we saw, it's a bit more accurate in a sense. But again,
puzzle man.
Would you say you want that puzzle man?
That puzzle man.
That's Staff Toys. That's Staff Toys.
More over that.
I'm trying to find what was the name of, what did they name their US agent?
Man,
American Boy.
Derp Face.
No.
Dirt face. Oh,
Dirt face.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's the old man from Up. Just typed it in. He looks
Carl
like the old.
Fredricksen.
Honestly, you give that guy some balloons, and he looks like the old man. From
There it
Up.
is.
I can't
I see
believe
it. I see it.
I can't believe they did this though.
Oh
This. What were they thinking? Come
that
on,
is
man.
her. Wow. Who's
That's desperation.
2022, guys. Come on.
You said you see it. You saw
Yeah,
it.
it was just next line down.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
called
there it is. The Patriot.
Patriot.
So they
Yeah.
call him the Patriot. That's what they call him. Yeah.
That's
Damn
gonna
it,
be
Lamont.
awkward when there's actual Patriot figures probably going to get made when they do Young Avengers and stuff.
I know.
Lamar died too fast, man. I'm just gonna say it real quick. Okay?
Yeah. Look at that.
Got done dirty.
Did him dirty, man.
I mean, as far as the figure goes, now here's the thing, because Toys R Us is doing this one as well. And when we look at that sculpt, it's like, yeah.
I think this was the first show I did with you guys. We looked at this figure.
Yeah. So we have both Baron Zemo, and we have this particular figure. We already know that we're getting Yelena. Every time I look at this, I can't stop thinking about Up, man. Like it's just crazy. Like
it's the square jaw,
I know, in the ears, bro.
Square
like
face.
It's
not the suit's good.
Yeah,
and it's not as bad with the helmet on, but
it's crazy because I wonder how I look. I'm like, I know that the actor has actually seen the memes. He's probably seen the comparison.
Like it looks really good from the side.
Yeah, from the side it looks really good. Yeah,
that does look good.
Yeah, it definitely looked good from the side.
They just missed the trick not doing the end credits uniform and just painting it up black because that's how it'll look in the Thunderbolts. And then
I feel like a lot of people
plan ahead. A
lot of people are probably going to take this and probably like customize it and be like,
do
it black.
So they'll definitely mod it. Yeah.
Because you can start to build up that Thunderbolts now. You can have him. You got Zemo. You got the Taskmaster from Hot Toys. Trying to think if there's anyone else. I mean, if you wanted, you could. Yeah, you could start to insert characters from the comics as well that may or may not appear in the. Well, they won't, but people like Punisher and stuff.
Yelena, they're doing a Yelena. So.
I don't. Everyone's talking about Yelena in Thunderbolts, and I know she's got a relationship and stuff, but I don't know whether she'll be in that mold now. I feel like she's had that interaction with Hawkeye, and I don't know whether she's kind of going to be part of that new Avengers kind of mold of like Sam Wilson and Jane Foster's Thor, and because she's already had that like redemptive arc, whereas the Thunderbolts should all be bad people kind of thing still. I don't know.
But wouldn't that make her character really interesting when she's still a bit like hasn't fully forgiven Hawkeye? She's still a bit skeptical, but at the same time she knows that like Nat wouldn't want her to behave like that. And isn't that more interesting when a character isn't 100% good or 100% evil? Like
and I think that's going to be the joy of the Thunderbolts is that all of those characters will fit that mold. But I feel like she had that like tearful moment with Hawkeye and stuff, and it's almost like everything. For me, it felt like things were forgiven, and if she pops up again, it will be not as an Avenger, but like I don't know. We'll see. Secret Invasion's coming. I don't know if she'll maybe be involved in that as a espionage type.
Yeah, but we know that she's still, in a sense, working for what is her name? She's still working for Val. Yeah, so she's still basically working for Val right now. So, with that, it's kind of hard to say. All right,
Would she not be pissed at Val though for lying?
Yeah, you're like, why'd you tell me this?
Yeah.
Val's dead. Val's dead.
She's toast.
Yeah.
She's taken out.
Yeah. Well, it's exciting because Marvel had this slow decline kind of, and I feel like the arc is just going up because there's so many more characters still to introduce, and I think a lot of people forget about the Squadron Sinister as well. So it's with Hyperion, And it's exciting to think about, we're getting those characters too, later on down the line one day.
Yeah. I think we
Marvel's
will.
just sorry, go on.
No, go ahead, Shane.
I think Marvel is just I think the MCU is just in the off season at the moment.
Yeah.
So like, when you have like a famous holiday resort, like somewhere like Whistler in Canada, during the winter season, it's all skiing and snowboarding. And during the summer season, like, it's beautiful hot weather and it's excessively hot weather. But those tourist destinations, there's often a shoulder season, I believe they call it, where in between seasons where people don't usually holiday in the middle of winter, people usually go, for the winter or the summer, and in the middle there's kind of a quieter shoulder season, an off season. Yeah. And like, if you look back to phase 1, 2, 3, not all the films were bangers. Like, there were some films that were bad, but even though they might have been bad movies, they were a necessary stepping stone. They laid some foundations for what was going to happen eventually. And like, maybe like, in my opinion, Doctor Strange was like that for me. I know people love Doctor Strange, won't go back into it, but I think maybe the MCU is just in the shoulder season, the off season. They're laying some foundations, and it might be necessary to sit through some kind of mediocre films. Yeah. Until we get like those bangers again, like, and again, it might never happen, but maybe this Thunderbolts or like the Secret Invasions, or maybe that's what they're looking forward to, or the formation of Sword, maybe they'll come in. Yeah. I
don't know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many different ways that they can go about it. I thought that they, would more so consider the Avengers Initiative program with Taskmaster as trainer, considering the simple fact that they are attempting to bring in the Young Avengers. We already know that they're setting it up for that. There's only a matter of time where we'll see an actual young version.
They're all there now. They're all ready to go.
Yeah, Kang's there, so we're going to get an Iron Lad, of course. We got Wicked and Speed. We just need Hulkling. So we'll definitely need that character there. The Patriots there.
Patriots rumored for the Captain America 4 film, I think, is potentially going to be about.
Wow. Yeah. So that would
he's
be
got to take some kind of serum or something at some point, hasn't he?
Yeah.
If he hasn't already from his granddad, like.
And is that confirmed? The Captain America 4.
It's not. It's rumored,
It's rumored. Like, they haven't really confirmed.
The film's confirmed.
Yeah, the film's confirmed, but as far as like the rumors of what it's going to be, we don't really know yet. Anthony Mackie had spoke on a couple of different things, but nothing was actually set in stone. So it's just a matter of waiting to see how it's going to play out. But we know it's setting a couple of different things up. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely who here is actually getting this figure? Is anybody getting this figure? Shane, I know you're not, but is anybody else getting this figure?
Correction.
You're getting it?
Access denied. Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a wild card, bro. Because
I'll tell you what.
Know with you, man.
Sit down, relax, get yourself a cup of tea. I will break down my thought process.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Okay, right. So I have no female characters in my collection.
Gotcha.
Same.
You pig.
I'm the same way. I feel bad too.
I set it up for someone, and the pause was take that low-lying fruit. So thank you, Ben. You did not disappoint.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
I have Ahsoka on the way.
Yeah.
So strong female character. Mm-hmm. I don't see Hot Toys reissuing or remaking Sarah Connor or Ellen Ripley, or I don't know, A New Hope Leia anytime soon.
Yeah.
Black Widow, she has earned her stripes. It's Scarlett Johansson. She's pretty much done with the MCU as far as I understand. Maybe I'm wrong, but and that Black Widow from this movie, the one with the black and gold, is a serious nod to her appearance in the comics. And I think it is the best version that I can see. So I'm picking up Black Widow.
Okay.
So I'll have Ahsoka on the way. Check. Black Widow. Check. And I just really liked Yelena's performance in this. And I think the contrast between the black and gold suit with Yelena standing next to her with the kind of almost the white and the jacket, which has a lot of pockets, by the way. And you get a 1/6 scale set of headphones, helicopter headphones. I think that's a nice touch as well. So I think they'll look really good. And you know what? I might just, Lael, put the two of them in the one detox space.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, I was just surprised with you too, Taria. 1 6-figure folk getting this, color me surprised. Exactly.
Yeah. I think they'll pair very well together. I think the head sculpt is good. Someone pointed out that the proportions are on point. This, like, she is just she was the best bit of the Black Widow film, and I didn't really love the Black Widow film. I just think that from that produced the best Black Widow 1/6 scale, that black and gold suit. Serious nod to the comics. Head sculpt's great, hair's great. You know, the accessories are on point, and I think paired next to Yelena here, the contrast between the black suit and the white suit, yeah, I'm doing it.
That is really interesting.
Just when you think you had me figured out.
Yeah, you definitely surprised me with that, bro. Like, I would have never thought. So this happens to be the Black Widow that you were speaking of right here.
Yeah,
fire.
So I guess by you saying that, Cam, you're getting this one right here, right?
Yeah, I'm getting that. I'm getting the Yelena.
Okay.
I'm actually upset that we're not getting the Red Guardian, to be honest with you. Yeah. So I thought he was just one of those one-off characters that, like, you know, we're probably never going to see again. Very disappointing. So anyway, yeah, I love this figure. And like Shane said, it's such a cool nod to the comic with her original outfit. And I don't have a female character in my collection as well.
Oh,
so yeah, go ahead.
I have 3 widows.
Two piggies in the group. Great. So
Ben doesn't have one either. Ben, you hypocrite.
You
Pot kettle black.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, what are y'all doing, man? What are y'all doing, man?
I'm gonna get a
mix your collection.
Yeah. Yeah. I was on the fence for a while with Nebula. And that price is pretty low at the Devil's Workshop. So I was like, I know. And I was like,
you can get it like 160 on eBay at the moment. It's mad.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, I saw it at like 180.
I really like Karen Gillan, but I just feel if I get Nebula, I'm just gonna have to go Guardians, and I'm not committing to that.
Yeah. And
you already got Rocket Raccoon, so
that is true. That is true.
That's different. He's got a pairing, buddy.
The wild part is you're going to see so many more of him probably too.
Did you see those photos, Leon?
Yeah, I saw.
I had a lot of fun.
It was a great pairing. It was a great pairing.
I had a lot of photos, a lot of fun taking photos of the DX-19, the Battle Damage 85, and Iron Patriot and Rocket. That was a lot of fun. I was glad I did that.
Yeah,
this figure's good.
Yeah, no, it is. It really is.
And that's the pose. That's the pose.
Which one?
Go back. Get that stand out of here. This pose. That's for me. If I can get it like that, that's a set and forget. I just think that is.
And I think you will be able to. You'll definitely be able to pull this pose off, because one of the best parts of this figure. Let me just actually find it real quick.
This could go anywhere.
Right here. Look at that split.
Oh yeah,
split boot.
Yeah.
So you'll get the articulation and the ankles. So you'll be able to pose her up, in ways that, would definitely lend, especially that power pose that you were looking at when she was walking, it's definitely going to lend some support to that. You'll finally be able to actually pull this pose off. And they are going in. It looks like they are really, really going in on the articulation here. When you look at the figure, you know what I mean? Certain things that she's able to do, like right here. Because I know I definitely have the Endgame version. I have the Infinity War version. I have the Winter Soldier version too. This definitely will lend a lot to the articulation. Like it gives, look at like that pose right there is incredible. So they're going in on this one. And the figure looks good. It definitely does look good. I'll have it. I just haven't pre-ordered it yet. I'm just going to buy it, because
I'm doing the same, man. And I think those two together, like if Scarlett Johansson, apparently she's done with the MCU, and I've said this before, but I'm noticing the pattern when actors are finishing their contracts and they're in their like penultimate MCU movie, they tend to do a serious nod to the source material or iconic suits from the source material. For example, the Battle Damage Mark 85. The Loki Endgame that's coming, the Endgame cap, this, and even like who knows, maybe even that Chris. I don't have a Thor, but the new Thor armor from the new film, with the blue, that looks insane. Like
Yeah.
And Yelena, this is Black Widow might be finished, but Yelena, she may only be getting started. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
So this would be the first ever version. And what's the price on her? What's the price? The 2Ds are somewhat reasonably priced.
Well, this is $260. So
head sculpt, good head sculpt as well.
Definitely good head sculpt. And the thing is, I even like the end game head sculpt is decent too. I love that end game figure. Like it, your articulation's on point. They just needed to add that split boot cut, technology. If they would have gave us that, with this particular figure that I have, it would have been on point. But they missed the opportunity there. But still, a figure.
I just realized how cheap this character's figures really are on other websites too. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, because right here, I guess what, 260, but on another website it's like 255. So I'm like, man, like even the in-game version is what, like 189 right now. And then the Infinity War version of her that is sold out everywhere you try to look for it is only like 250. Yeah. So I'm like, that's kind of crazy. Just
is that the one with the blonde hair?
Yeah, with the blonde hair. Here's the hair. Yeah.
Shout out to Filthy Yoda too. He's actually watching the show from his collecting room. He just actually sent me a I think he tagged you in the 2 Focus. But yeah, shout out to him, man. Like this, I love seeing when people watch us and from the privacy of their own home. Listen, this one right here, because all right, they gave us the exclusive version that only came with the shield. So here's the thing. I was thinking about this, and call me wishy-washy, man, but I want to go back and I want to look at something really quick, while we're here, because that Taskmaster, bro, it's kind of like sort of growing on me a bit.
It's pretty nice figure. It's pretty cheap right now too. Pretty cheap right now, bro. It's pretty cheap right now.
Don't say that, because then people will buy.
With the announcement of Thunderbolts as well. All I'm saying is Val, right, is crooked as fuck. So there's nothing stopping her just pinching that uniform and that technology, giving it to old Tony, a friend of hers from back in the CIA or something, I don't know. And hey presto, we've got a new Taskmaster. Same suit.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Think about it, because that girl, that the villain's daughter, in Black Widow, who was in the suit, she's surely like going through some sort of like I know, rehabilitation now or something, like, because she's like she's free from him now. She's kind of like gonna try and get herself.
He was the only one she'd be angry at, right? Like,
So that means the suit or the tech would still be there, like Ben's saying. And I would like to see how they take, because the look at Taskmaster looks very well, like, but I would like how to see if they apply it to the kind of.
I'm just gutted we didn't get that Red Guardian that they showed off, man. I love me some David Harbour, and when they showed that figure, I was just like,
he just disappeared out of nowhere. Just
in the graveyard.
That sitting next to Ant-Man and Mantis, hanging out, dead.
This thing is gross. Cam, are you getting this figure, bro?
So yeah, I'm not getting it from here, but
I know you get it.
You know where I'm else. Send me too, baby, if you're watching. So yeah, no, I'm definitely for sure.
Listen, the dark side is way more fun. Right? It's those savings, man. Don't let anyone put you off. Be a risk taker. Come to the dark side. You don't need customer service. That's a myth.
Customer what?
Just turn it to red over here.
It won't.
Dark side. That's it.
It won't come to you broken. That happens to other people.
That's other people. That's other people's problems.
Don't mind that.
Not me.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah. Let's go.
Listen, when that figure arrives and you go, oh, it's okay, I saved $75.
Oh man, yeah. That is the most relieving deep breath ever. You'll ever have, probably. You're like, oh man, thank God. Shit. Oh,
I know today's been like really Thunderbolts centric, but just take a moment to imagine the color palette of the Thunderbolts team as it stands at the moment, with like this and Zemo's purple.
Oh
and
yeah.
if we do like, because I potentially think, even though William Hurt's gone, there was definitely a plan for Red Hulk, because they've laid the seeds, because he was like ill, wasn't he, in Black Widow?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I reckon maybe some voice work has maybe been done, and we might just get a CG version. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah. I mean, that's a possibility.
So then you got the red of the Hulk, and I just think it's gonna look good, man.
Yeah. It's a strong team. It's gonna be crazy.
It is. It's going to be a decent team, and it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. The only thing is, again, getting it into the MCU's hands, I'm pretty sure the production. Here's the thing: production is going to be there. Story is what needs to be important, and it needs to be something that's solid, because Suicide Squad, they were allowed to run rampant, do what they want. We know we're not going to get that same content in Disney, so we're not going to get an R-rated Thunderbolts. It'll probably be close to like PG-13, if anything, or just depending, if there is that much violence. Probably still be subjected to like PG or something like that. So we're not going to get. So it's just story. I think the biggest thing for me is story in all of these films. I need a solid story. The thing is, okay, you had time, like Cam said, like you guys have been saying, like they've taken time off. Now I think they need to kind of kick it in gear and say, okay, and I think with that meeting that they had, damn, this thing looks good. I think I might say it. And I know where Cam got it from too. And I got points to use. Damn it. I'm getting this piece, boy. I'm gonna have to, boy. I'm gonna get this, boy. But yeah, but
this is crazy. So I'm looking on the website, and have you seen the new shipping options that they've added on here for the website we're talking about?
Yeah.
It's like post-service parcels, 30 to 60 working days.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah,
that's it. By horse?
Call it, you'll get it when you get it.
Yeah, get it when I feel like sending it to
That's like AliExpress wait times.
I'll be like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
I'll pay extra for that.
What price are they offering it for? Because I saw it really cheap.
We'll send it to you. We'll send it to you in the chat.
Everybody turn around. You're like, they're gone.
Yeah. All right. Everyone knows what you're talking about, though, guys.
I know they do. I know y'all do, but I'm just saying. Yeah, there you go. Cam got you.
Do you know what? I'm pretty sure
it's a no-brainer.
One second. I'm gonna check that because I wanna see if I can counter that.
Yeah.
Do my friend a favor. Maybe not.
This is like the game you're going to be playing on your channel.
Okay, yeah, this is exactly like the no loyalty.
Gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Oh,
okay. Now that shipping Cam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say the price. Yeah. Sorry. Am I allowed to say the price, Cam? Or
no.
I mean,
nah, you can go. You can go ahead. You can go ahead.
Go for it.
You can go ahead and say it. It's cool.
260 ship. That's good, right?
Yeah.
But what type of shipping is that? Is that like
it's
horse and cart, donkey?
Well, it's 6 to 12 business days.
Yeah.
Is what it's given.
Right, that's
yeah.
Because I do have the company that I'm kind of in talks with at the moment, like is Lion Rock Toys, and they're doing it shipped for $275, which that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's free worldwide. Well, it's not. They say free worldwide shipping, but they obviously factor their shipping into the thing. But $275 is pretty good. Like, I'm not getting it. It's not a figure that I want, but I do think it looks good. I just didn't like the way they handled it.
Yes, it was a little weird.
This could be the first one. If this is in the Thunderbolts and they knock it out of the park, this will be the first one. Everyone will want it. When's the Thunderbolts going to come out? Like 3 years, 4 years? Add on another 2 years for if they re-release this again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got a theory for Thunderbolts, right?
What's up?
Secret Invasion is coming soon.
Yeah.
what if the Thunderbolts' job is to eradicate the Skrulls that have infiltrated, and it's only the Thunderbolts that can do it because the Skrulls are disguised as politicians or
The good guys, right? Yeah.
good guys. Just saying.
It could be
a good theory. That's good.
That's
definitely a good theory. Because the thing
and if
is,
I'm
it's like
wrong, then forget I ever said anything.
exactly. What if the only thing that could be trusted, the only group that can be trusted is the villains and the Thunderbolts because they actually have them in check. Yeah. You know what I mean? So what if they are the only ones that can be trusted at this particular point because the heroes that we have in the MCU right now have been copied? There could be so many different issues that's going on with that right now. So I think you're onto something.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, Emil's been training for something this whole time. We've seen like what 2-3 movies, I think.
I gotta pull this up. I'm sorry. I have to pull this up. Did you see it?
I haven't seen it. Let's see.
All right. I'm gonna pull this up real quick because I'm sorry, Chris. Yeah, I just did that, Chris, and I'm gonna pull this up because it's definitely something that deserves it. Shout out to Chris for doing this, man. Oh wow.
Nice. That's crazy.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that is priceless.
There you go, new profile pic.
Hey man, I hope you sent this to me, Chris, because I want that. Like, I thought the work that you did with the C-3PO and lightening it was good, but this.
Chris, please send this to
Oh God, that's funny.
Oh wow!
Come on,
damn, bro. Oh wow! And then he put the 85
right.
Like it's just what's not to like, you know?
What is not to like with this, man? Like, you know what? I'm saving this thing right here. Let me save this because this is going to end up on the show. We need
Chris,
sponsorship.
I really hope you sent that to me because I want to use that as well. That's funny.
Oh man, that is hilarious, bro. That is definitely hilarious. Like, Chris, thank you for that, bro. Like, literally, thank you for that, man. You made
that's good. That's good. That's good.
Wow, that really made my morning. It was a $5 super chat on my man Chris C. Leo. Please check your Instagram DMs. I just sent a pic you need to see. You were right. I needed to see that. Oh man, that was
right. I love it.
Wow. Chris, please send that to Shane. It was incredible, man. That was funny. But that kind of derailed where I was going. But no, listen, with because like I said, we know the future, or what they were talking, and then there was an announcement this week also that Blade starts shooting on. Actually, it starts shooting on July 4th.
Yeah,
like that is the first day of shooting for them.
Did you guys see the pictures of Shuri and Okoye?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm mad the first photos came from a Sprite box, but I was like,
I know, right?
I was like, damn it. I was like, all right.
Actually, I like that though because it sometimes forces their hand. They're like, oh, okay, here's a trailer.
Yeah, we got to put out stuff. Yeah, because I think that was the rumor last week is that we thought we were going to get one on Friday, but it never came, of course. But
because the Friday was the anniversary of when that first trailer came out originally,
right?
Like, I don't know, 5 years ago or whatever it was. But
yeah.
It's
man. I can't wait to see something from it. Honestly.
I'm just super intrigued to see how they handle it. How they handle passing that mantle and
because I know filming was delayed for a while. I mean, because I think she had got injured at one time, and then
the cursed production.
It was like a lot of different things were going on. So it's crazy. I'm glad they were able to get together and finally be able to.
They said that she had gotten hurt. Let me see. I'm gonna open up this image here because we did. This is one of the ones that popped up. I guess they're going into like full on campaign and production. I mean, not production, but just more so they're showing, where they're going with it next. This is one of the ones that we actually seen for Black Panther 2. But I'm wondering, so Ken, let me ask you a question, bro. One of the biggest things that, in my opinion, was a misstep on the MCU's half is, like with anything, I'm pretty sure, and just like Chadwick's brother said, that he would have loved and wanted to see the character recast because he knows that there was richness in the story of T'Challa that needed to be told. There was so much more, and it's right. For them not to recast is a disservice to the character.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, again, the legacy of Chadwick Boseman is going to continuously live on, and it'll be in a place where it'll be fulfilled. That character has to be recast because, again, he is important. It is highly important, especially the arc and where that story is going to go. Not saying that they couldn't introduce Shuri as Black Panther, because we know that actually did happen, in the IP or in the books, when T'Challa, was hurt at one point. And she stepped in the mantle of leadership, until all that was corrected. But and now we know, even in the arc right now, Storm has a very important role to play in the Black Panther series now. So, but with Shuri right now, or with the film, do you think it's going to be one of those situations where we'll get a different iteration of Chadwick and they're just hiding it from us? Or do you think that they're just going to introduce Shuri as Black Panther, or another Black Panther, female form, male form? What do you think?
Well, I'm actually hoping that they do introduce us to another iteration of Chadwick, because I feel like you said, the story of Black Panther and the story of T'Challa is kind of hard to sum up in one film,
Yeah.
And I feel like there's so many more battles and struggles that he goes through to get to, the point that we see him at the end when he finally gets hurt, and then, his sister takes over the mantle of Black Panther. And I just feel like, I feel like it would be kind of rushed in the story from where the first story left off, because as far as we know, we just know they came back from the blip, and we don't know what else happened after that. So it's like, if we just see only her in this film, and she's just like going to school and she's meeting all these other people and I guess trying to find her place in the world, then I feel like it kind of takes away from what we wanted to see, as far as more Black Panther in the movie. So, I mean, I'm excited about the film, but I hope they really just take their time, because I hope they don't feel like they need to sum up this whole entire character in a film and a half, because there's so many more dynamics to it, I think.
Yeah, there is. And, I just feel as though they should, I don't know. I mean, there's so many opportunities to tell a good story, without really retconning the character, or just changing it's, I don't know. And then they're saying that there's a possibility that we're going to get we could get Namor in this film. It hasn't been fully confirmed, but they said definitely it's a possibility that we could see Namor.
I know it's rumored that the actor from Bridgerton, I forgot his name, he's actually supposed to be in this film, but we don't know exactly where or what he's supposed to be playing in it as well.
He's too pretty.
He definitely is, and that's some real shit. Like,
people probably take it and they'd be like, "Oh, they put him as the new Black Panther." They'd be like, "Oh, they made him light skinned," And then people gonna run with that and be like, and it just be a whole thing. So
I don't think they should basically take that risk. Doing that. Shane with the $4 super chat. Respect to Chris C, but as Ryan Smith says, should have been the Mark 6. But
that's my only problem with that. I love the photo. That'd be the Mark 6. That was next week. There's the Thriller outfit. There's the bad outfit.
Come out, you could have dangling Cam out of a window.
Yeah, straight up. But no, Ben, what do you think, man? Do you think that this character should have been recast, and they give us more T'Challa? What do you think?
Look, I get the decision not to recast because of how influential Chadwick Boseman's performance was, and how kind of culturally impactful it was as well. I can see the hesitance to make that decision. I do think they potentially missed a trick to lay the foundations for a recast by having a different actor as a different T'Challa as part of the Illuminati. That would have been a great opportunity right there. Just so you know, there are different T'Challas out there, and this is what one could be, and then bring that same actor back for something like Secret Wars or something, and then who knows what will happen after that. Anyway, I'm clutching at straws again, but I think like to write this is so hard. Like to write the death of a character without having that actor to perform said moments and stuff is just so hard to do and hard to do well. The only thing I think it could potentially serve as a really impactful introduction to Namor. So say, for example, the opening to this film is Namor flooding Wakanda and reclaiming, what he believes is his or whatever. Like, and as part of that, T'Challa, passes. That could be a really like, oh damn, like this is a real villain, here, and there you go. You've got your film, and Shuri could take the mantle or whatever. I'd love to see M'Baku take the mantle as well. It's hard because, again, it's just them taking the mantle. It's not their mantle. You know what I mean? It's T'Challa's mantle. Like, and it. You're right. What an hour and a half. Solo film, some appearances in Civil War and Infinity and stuff, but like, it's not enough. Like, there's still so much story to be told for that character. So they've got a challenge on their hands. And then on top of all of that, apparently this is the film that's going to introduce like Riri and stuff as well.
Riri, she'll basically be there, which I'm wondering how they're going to do that.
I think she'll be part of the like university thing that he set up or whatever.
Probably the university that they actually set up and was it in Watts or Compton? Where were they at? It was in Compton, I believe.
It was in Compton, yeah.
Yeah, it was in Compton. So probably part of that, which would lead her character into Armor Wars.
See, as we talk about all this stuff, like I do feel like let's not panic, guys. Like the MCU. There's a lot to come still.
Like, let it play out. And I think what were you gonna say?
It's the shoulder season. It's just the off season.
There you go.
Yeah. So just and it is like letting it play out. Let's just see. The thing is, it's like I want it because when we look at it so far, the slate of films that we've gotten, we got, of course, we got the Black Widow film that some people embraced, some people, felt as though it, wasn't as, it was in between. We got Shang-Chi, which a lot of people embraced. They loved Shang-Chi. We got the Eternals, which was extremely divisive. We got Spider-Man No Way Home, which everybody embraced. They loved. We got Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness that has been extremely divisive. And we have, of course, Thor Love and Thunder coming up. That's, again, Taika Waititi film. And that to me is, I'm just nervous about, because again, as much as good as Thor Ragnarok was, it was still a point where I just didn't want it to be too comedy filled. I think that this film is going to definitely take a darker turn. What we're seeing in the trailers is more lighthearted because, of course, they want people to be on board with it. But I think it is going to take a much. I mean, when you got Gore the God Butcher in, and you already know what Mighty Thor's her legacy story is, and why she becomes the mighty Thor. It's a tragedy there in its own. So I think that's going to be up. We'll see how that's actually handled and received. But yeah, I don't know. We'll definitely see how that's going to play itself out. But I think it is setting up different things. After this film, what do we have next in the MCU? I know we got the Marvels.
She-Hulk.
We got She-Hulk that's actually coming out soon. That's in August as well. So yeah, we got so many different shows and movies that are actually dropping. So we just have to kind of see how it it sets up. And then of course, we got Blade filming right now. We got, I don't know. It's definitely going to be interesting to see where the MCU goes.
Quantumania.
What'd you say?
Quantumania.
Yeah, we do got Quantumania. When is Quantumania dropping?
It got swapped over with the Marvels, so they swapped release dates. So Quantumania is now before, I think.
Marvels.
I feel like it's like April next year or something. I
swear. Yeah, because they did swap the space.
May.
I think they moved Quantumania out further a bit because they were just tweaking some things they Quantumania is up.
Yeah, Quantumania is coming to Miss Marvel's spot, and
Marvel's is moved out.
The Marvels or whatever.
A bit because
February 17th, Quantumania.
What a first episode that was, by the way.
Yeah, that's another thing. Really quick. Really quick. I want to actually dive into before we actually get out of here, it was Miss Marvel. And I was pleasantly surprised. I can honestly say I was pleasantly surprised. Not surprised in a way that I thought the actress was gonna do wrong. Now, I knew she was gonna kill it because she has so much personality, but just the direction and how they stayed true to the character, just the environment, I loved it. I definitely loved it. What did you think, Ben?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like, I'm very aware that I am not necessarily the target audience for it. It definitely does have that kind of teen feel. That teen attention span where there's 10 things going on at once and texting on screen and stuff like that. Like it's got those kind of teeny tropes within it, but it was still really enjoyable and really true to the character, because ultimately, even when that comic came out, it was like it was something fresh and they wanted to bring in that new younger audience, and this is what the series is reflecting as well. So but yeah, I thought she was magnetic in the lead role. You really want to be irritated by her because she's a unruly teenager, who's disrespecting her parents and stuff like that, and related to her dad on an uncomfortable level. But she was still lovable. She kind of nailed that balance of like annoying teenager who hasn't fully come of age yet and is learning, and but also still very lovable. And like a lot of the heroes within comics and the MCU, they start off as that like character that still needs to sort of learn and grow and kind of build on themselves. So I think it's a really good foundation and really sort of, and the thing is with this, I think it's going to be boots on the ground sort of stuff. We're not going to go cosmic or multiverse with this just yet. So I'm excited to see some just old-fashioned stopping bank robbers and crooks and stuff like that. And it's also really intriguing that to see how they handle the power set and the origins, because we know just rule out inhuman stuff, just put that to one side. So it's going to be interesting to see. I say put that to one side. We saw Black Bolt a couple of weeks ago that I didn't think would ever happen. So who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe there's Terrigen technology in there. Right.
Might be. It just hasn't basically been explained yet. So don't worry. Don't worry. Empire.
Oh my god! Sorry.
don't worry about that. We got you. We got you covered.
All of that stuff's in the trailer anyway. That I just
all of that stuff is in the trailer, especially like it was that scene. Even when she put that, when she put the gauntlet
you
or
see
the
the
bracelet
bangle and
on,
stuff in the trailer,
and then she flips from one side to the. It's like it looks like she goes into the upside down where she sees certain things, and then she comes back.
Right.
But that's in the trailer. That was already seen.
But
So
again, I think that's one of the strengths of the first episode is we don't actually. It's going to take its time. And that's good. It doesn't give us everything at once, and I liked that. I'm ready for episode 2 to learn more. So
yeah, definitely. And I think that again, somebody said don't rule out the Inhumans connection. I'm not, because I think the Terrigen Mist might actually even be within that gauntlet, and that's how she, you know what I mean, gains that connection. I think her bloodline, her story is going to be told, because her, again, without giving anything away, like you just have to watch the first episode, watch the reaction of family members, watch everything, and you'll understand. But I thought she did an excellent job with this character. And it was crazy because I had just watched Obi-Wan, which was only 33 minutes long. My gripes about that will be shared another time, not on this show. And then I was a bit upset, and then I put this on, since I had time to watch it, and I was like, you know what? This was incredible. Like, I love her as the character, and she's so. And you know what? It's crazy because it was like premonition for her. Like, she just threw out that energy because she collected the comics. She knows everything about the story. She dressed up as this character, and this is basically her first feature series, or whatever. So she's doing a bang up job. Ken, what did you think about it, man?
Okay, all right. I know. I had to. My thing was going slow. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, I love the show, and like you said as well, I did the same thing. I watched Obi-Wan first, and then I moved on to this last Wednesday. But I thought the show was great, honestly, especially for a first episode. It really kind of gave us a great background story. If you never knew about the character, or if you've never heard of Miss Marvel, it gave you a great first impression as far as like who she is and what she really wants to do and who she really thinks she can be, as far as like, being a kid and just daydreaming about, the endless possibilities of life and what you can do. And then, for her to really just be really into the whole Avengers, concept and background. And then just having this amazing power just bestowed upon her by possible luck, and I think that's super cool story. I know people, like Ben said, they were kind of like hesitant about it because of her powers and how it wasn't comic book accurate. It was honestly completely left and completely different. But it does still add some of those, body extension size difference, but just in a different form. So I loved it. I'm super excited to see where the next episode goes. And I hope it really dives deep into giving us kind of a background of where that Bengal came from, and like how did it, able to hold this power and stuff like that. Maybe it'll tie into Eternals. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. You bring up a very interesting point there. I think it's definitely going to tie itself into the humans in a certain way. Which we'll probably end up seeing. Shane, did you actually watch it? Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, like kind of to reiterate what Ben said, I'm very aware that I'm not the target audience. I know nothing about this character. I went in with zero expectations. I was kind of aware from just things I'd read and trailers and stuff that I'm not the target. I thought this is a film for teenagers, it's a TV show for teenagers. I do think that is the target audience, but I had no expectation, but I quite enjoyed it. I got vibes. I got Spider-Man Homecoming vibes off it, and I really liked Spider-Man Homecoming. With the kind of the school kind of drama and stuff like that. I think the lead role is very, very good. I love when in movies you're having someone think about something or texting someone, and at one point they were texting herself and her friend, and there was like you could see like there was a street light behind them, and obviously when the person was texting back, the 3 dots appeared on like the street light, and then like the text messages and emojis were coming up in the lights behind her. So their conversation, you could still see her walking along with their phone conversations being represented on the media in the street. I think that was really, really tasteful, really, really stylish. I love the way she doodles and stuff like that, and they pop up on the screen and stuff like that. I think it's stylistically, it just looks, it's very easy to watch. It's like watching candy. It's just so easy to watch. It's a kind of very well done. Really easy watch. It's light, it's fun. I'm aware I'm not the target audience, but I found it easy to watch. And as well, one of my good friends, he's Muslim, his family's Muslim, and the kind of the little cultural things that he's described to me over the years, a few things happened, and I was like texting him going, oh, I see the mum with the food, like, you know, she comes out with the big like 4 things of food, and the guy's like, how did you do that? And he's like, this is my job, you know, like, or it's kind of like, this is my realm and electronics is yours, or something like that. I thought that was that was really cool, like how just things that Hamza mentioned to me. I was like, oh, that's like what you said about your family, like, you know. But no, I quite enjoyed it, and I thought it was, the dynamic between the family was very good, and she's likable. She's likable, and the family are likable as well, but they're just clashing because teenagers and parents or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that they did such an excellent job with showing the family dynamics. You know, the chemistry between her and her parents, her mother. I love her mom, like, because her mom is the typical mom, you know what I mean, that you would actually see, you know, that would handle a teenager that way. I love the chemistry between her and her best friends, of course, without giving it away, like everybody will see it. But yeah, man, I mean, I really was really excited about this show. And we did see that Hot Toys released a Cos Baby version of this character, which means we're going to get the figure soon, somewhere down the line. And because, you know, here's the thing, bro, I tend to get the female characters because I just love the aesthetics and how it looks, and just having them in the fray, it just kind of gives you display dynamics, definitely. And they're just like kick-ass characters, incredible, man. So
imagine the accessories, like
the appendages, like the stretched out hand, and you know, like the little, I can't wait, bro. It's going to be incredible. You know, and I think that, you know, and if you stayed for basically the end of the credits, there was an end credit scene. And now without really, there's an end credit scene, so you have to watch the end credit scene, and you'll see how it kind of ties in with another IP, another movie.
I can't believe that they got Robert Downey Jr. back to do that.
Shut up!
I know, crazy, so crazy. He's like,
the problem is, all these other shows, they've like stopped doing that. So like my expectations weren't there. So I was just, I don't even, you know, it's like until it gets to episode 6 or whatever, I'm like,
they did it.
I got a habit of like scrolling through just in case, because I'm like, I feel like there might be one in here. Because like the first
one just kind of hidden in there a little bit. Yeah,
and they do that.
Can't be watching Titanic and he's scrolling to the end of the credits to see what happens.
Damn, I'm like, damn.
Like it was there, man. So now it's like they did that. So I'm wondering if they're going to continue on with the series. So it's like you're gonna have to watch, because that was like one of the first end credits in the beginning that we actually seen from an MCU property. You know, other ones we've seen at the end, but yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. I can't. Yeah, it's going to be incredible, man. It's a good show. It's a good, warm-hearted show, but at the same time, it has depth within the character. You know, and actually seeing, you know, again, you know, with you know, my girl Toya and our family actually being, you know, having an Islamic background, and being Muslim, you know what I mean? It, you know, it kind of like lends itself to just the culture and how inclusive anyone can actually see and feel, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that they're doing that. So shout out to them for really bringing that on board. And this
Oh,
show's
it's
gonna be
great because
incredible,
it's
man.
like you know, after the show, I googled some of the words, you know, that they were using as a family and things, and you can kind of educate yourself on that cultural side, and that right there is the importance. There was actually a comment in the chat, I think, from Gilbert about his 9-year-old girl asking for an action figure. Like right there, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's what it's
That
about.
is what it's
Yeah.
about.
That's what
like
it's about.
some of the like even they're speaking Arabic as well. Like 'cause I lived in Abu Dhabi for 2 years and I hadn't heard yalla in a while or like assalamu alaikum, you know, wa alaikum salam, and it's it's like you're hearing these things. Oh, I know what that means. Like it's they've kind of done it well. Like
they're definitely doing it well. And it's really because it was crazy because Toya let the kids, she was upstairs watching it while I was working, and the kids enjoyed it. Like they loved it. And that's what it's all about, bro. Bringing in so many demographics. They give us what we love. Some of the things that we love about it. And the thing is that you see there were now, and the thing, here's what I want everybody to do. If you watch the show, watch it from the beginning and end and pause it. Watch the entire time at the actual I can't even give it away, but just watch it from the very beginning to the end. Opening credits, like from her opening sequence to when she goes to a certain place. There's a lot of Easter eggs that are there, and it is incredible how they throw them in there. So yeah, it's exciting times, man. And definitely knowing that this character, which is not a spoiler, this character will be in the Marvels, so it's going to be interesting to see how that dynamic plays out.
I've just seen the after credits. That's massive.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah,
it's pretty big. It's gonna tie into a lot.
It's gonna tie into a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's interesting. So
like it wasn't even a fight scene, but it's like,
it was just like,
where we're going.
There. I know exactly where we're going, so it's gonna be interesting. So definitely, man, it's exciting times, bro. Like they're setting it up, but yeah, guys, I think it was a great discussion today, man. We kind of killed it, man. It's so good to have these discussions off the cuff. Like this is why this is like the dynamic duo. Like we are straight up like the Avengers squad of collecting, because like everybody just throws it in. We have so much chemistry here, and we're able to just kind of add into the discussion. So love having this every weekend. Cam, what you got coming up on your channel, bro?
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me again, man. It's been a great Sunday. Always loved getting with you guys here. Stress reliever at the end of the week. Okay.
Yes.
We can go into this week. Powerful, pumping out these videos. So so I have a video dropping tomorrow for the Ronin 6-scale figure deluxe pack review. I did a review last week with Local Lou on live stream, but just wanted to just do my regular video that I dropped this week. I'll see you guys later on Wednesday on Say What. And then on Sunday, I'll be right back here with you guys. And I'm debating whether I'm going to drop a video for the Ant-Man this week or whether I want to do a live stream. But we're going to see what time constraints are looking like, I guess you could say.
Yeah, straight up, man. We'll definitely take a look at that. Editing is a BI. I hate it. And
I gotta get a different program. I gotta get a different program because it's just too slow. It's too slow. Like,
what are you using?
So I use Canva right now.
For the video editing.
Yeah, for the video editing. And
iMovie is so easy to use, man.
Yeah, like, I gotta switch over to, because I'm using that, but it's just like
easy.
It's not even the editing part that takes a long time, the downloading part takes long. So like I'll download, I'll come back and it'll be like still loading. And I'm like,
bro, don't use Canvas for it. Like, don't use Canva for it. Use iMovie to edit, bro. I use that. There's so many different ones that you can actually use. iMovie is simple and it cuts so clean. It cuts really clean. It makes just it does. It cuts clean. So make sure you do that. If you haven't already, man, follow Cam Collection on IG and YouTube. No, Yu-Gi-Oh is just Cam's Collection. Make sure you do so. Shane, what's going on, man? I can't wait to next Saturday, bro. I definitely can't wait to next Saturday.
Before we speak about that, I want to give everyone a maths lesson. Right? There are 86 people in the chat, and there are 59 likes. Come on, folks.
Hit that like.
Come on, folks.
Hit that like.
27 people. Hit that like button. It's free. It's good for your health.
Make sure you
every
hit that
like is equal to a clean detox.
Exactly.
You know? So first of all, thanks very much for having me as usual. Just it's always a nice, chilled out, unscripted conversation. So very much appreciated. Really looking forward to next week. I think I picked the best week to start live streaming because no Hot Toys announcements were there, so I didn't have to cut any videos. I made one video for Dead Strange. I'm going to post that tonight. I spent yesterday, about 2 hours yesterday, set up the light box, and I took photos of the DX19, the Iron Patriot, and Rocket from Endgame, and the Battle Damage Mark 85, and I did a bit of a dump of some of those photos. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at 16figurefocus. If you can check out those 1/6 scale photography, and if you haven't subscribed already on YouTube, it's just 16figure focus. So now I've started doing live streams. I've done episode 1 and 2 of the Focus. They're completely unscheduled. Just whenever I pop on, I just want to chat about whatever is going on. They're solo runs. The No Loyalty live stream hasn't started yet, but the one that has launched is the Visions live stream, where every episode features a different member of the collecting community, where we sit down, have a conversation, and discuss the past, the present, and the future of their collecting journey. I had to call out some of the Magnificent Seven, just in case you haven't heard this story. I'll wrap it up really quick. A few months back, about 4 months of Super Bowl Sunday, Will Foxification did an early live stream, which mean I got to actually listen to it, not live and not in the rewind. I was in here in the collecting room, not cleaning stuff, arranging stuff. And Lael, I made a comment, and Lael gave me a shout out and said, like, if you haven't followed at 16figure Focus on Instagram or subs to his YouTube, do so now. And a few of the others chimed in, and I think Riley, or it was either Riley or KG, I can't remember, just held up my the YouTube channel on his phone to the camera, and it was really, really cool, because it was like we hadn't spoke or anything, and that's how the progress started. So that was Will Foxification, that was obviously you, Lael, the Wonder Twins, Wiley and KG, Mario, Jay, and Mafia, and I'm hunting down every last one of them for the Visions live stream. The only one I haven't spoke to yet is Will, but Will, if you're listening, I have a particular set of skills that make people like you a nightmare, or me a nightmare for people like you. I'm going to find you and I will interview you. So if you see this, Will, please hit me up and we'll schedule in. So next week, on Friday, I had KG. He was on the pilot episode number 1 of Visions. I've had Mario then for a conversation on Saturday, episode number 2. Next Saturday, I have Dan and Dre in the morning for episode number 3, and then of course Lael then for episode number 4. Both of them will take place next Saturday, and I'm back here next Sunday. Also Ben and Cam, I spoke to both of you. Like, I think we were texting, commenting back and forth, Ben, and I spoke to Cam as well. So yeah, definitely over the summer now, I'm gonna track everyone down, so there'll be an episode for everyone. And as well, like, people
in the barrel, just come and
not at all. There's I would like to have people on from the collecting community, from the chat as well. So, if people who are always in the chat, like, it'd be nice to, like, I know the likes of the Clone Collector or Shiny, William Owens, all these people who are always here, because those people are the foundations of the show. Without, we'd still have a chat anyway, but without the interaction, like, the chat makes the show better. It's a fact, like, because it's more of a community. You're not just talking to the 4 of us. So those people there, if what do you need, like an internet connection and a laptop, and it'd be nice to speak to people we haven't really spoken to before. So sorry, I know I went on a bit, but there was a lot to cover there. But thank you very much for having me. And
definitely, man. If you haven't already, and I cannot wait, because it's going to be on point. And also, don't forget to catch. Sometimes Focus will go live on Instagram and IG. So be on the lookout for that. Very informative to kind of get you prepped and ready for everything. The shows are incredible, man. Definitely got to chime in on them. So yeah, it was important. So don't forget to actually follow him on IG and Instagram. Instagram and YouTube. Make sure that you've actually done that. Great content as always. Come on, man. It's like we do this for you guys. And your participation is definitely warranted, and we thank you for that. Ben, what you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, just echoing what the other guys have been saying. Thank you so much for having me. I genuinely feel blessed to be on this show and have the company of you guys as well. So thank you very much. So I dropped a video because I actually won 2 module cases, courtesy of the Jedi Night's Watch. So again, huge congratulations to Graham for giving me, a viewer, the opportunity to kind of enter into that competition, and just proof that you can win these amazing things if you're in it to win it. So yeah, put together a little video about my kind of experience building it and stuff like that, with of course the usual dose of dad jokes. I will go live again on Thursday at 8 p.m. British time for episode 5 of Obi-Wan Kenobi review chat. So yeah, me and my usual panel will be on there, giving a real kind of intricate review about what we thought of episode 5. I'm going to be cheeky as well. I'm at 578 subs. It would appease my OCD if that turned into a 600. So if you could,
come on, man,
then please get on over to the Attention Seeking Geek and give me a sub, and I promise you won't regret it, baby.
So listen, I'm gonna put this challenge out to everybody.
I said to my wife.
He said, that's what she said. And had a baby. There you go. That's funny. So I'm gonna put a challenge out to everybody out there in the chat, everybody who watches the show and participates. Let's get everybody on this panel. They already focused. Where are you at right now, as far as subs?
715, I think. 715.
750. Cam, where are you at right now?
Shit. I'm at like 140, bro.
All right, come on. So and you're at, where are you at right now, Ben?
578.
All right.
I think someone unsubscribed during the show because they saw.
So here's the challenge.
That's fair. You said a lot of crap, man.
Yeah. What do you say about MCU?
It was because we don't have any female characters yet.
So listen, between now and the end of the month, but for everybody, everybody on this panel, everybody who basically follows the 1/6 Scale YouTube channel, sub, spread the word, share, and let's get Cam's collection, 1/6 Figure Focus, and Attention Seeking Geek to 1,000 subs by the end of this month. And it's going to be a challenge when I'm putting it out there. Like, let's try to get everybody at least to 1,000 subs. If you haven't already subscribed, so that's going to be my campaign. I'm going to make a list, create a list of individuals, and this is where they need to be. This is where I want them to be, because we need to get this content monetized. So definitely on every show from here on out, from now until the end of the month, even on, I'm going to be putting a list of individuals that, are friends of mine, that I'm tight with, and where they are and what we need to do to basically make sure that they hit 1,000 subs. So that's going to be my campaign. Make sure that you do so. And yes, everybody's saying put the link to the channels in into the actual chat. I will make sure that I do that. I mean, here's again, I'm trying my best to get things done as much as I can. But that is going to be my forwarding campaign, and make sure that we put the link to everybody's channel in the chat, and make sure that we get everybody to 1,000 subs by the end. Because come on, man, it's definitely great content out there. Again, we want to make sure that we are supporting. So again, make sure, if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you're supportive, very supportive of everybody's channel here. Again, become a member of the 1/6 Scale YouTube channel, 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel if you haven't already. Great content over here. I just put out a video for the Darth Maul Clone Wars, so there's a take a position on that. Make sure you watch that. And I'm actually going to be working on the Jango Fett today. So that one's going to be out soon. And then followed by Anakin and a few more. There's so much more. I do have the Mark V sitting there, so I'll get to that. I'm going in order. I'm trying to get all the content out there. Remember, there is no Take Position live show on Sundays anymore. It will be at a later date, but you'll still have, which with the original format was Take Your Position videos where we put out like new figures and we pose them up, so definitely thank you for that support there. Remember, tomorrow is Comic Book Talk with Friends. Well, we will be discussing the latest. We'll actually probably deep dive, and tomorrow will be a spoiler discussion of Miss Marvel. So you don't want to be there if you haven't seen it. So make sure you do that. Also, Say What on Wednesday night, which I mean, Shane, whenever you're available to get back on there, Attention Seeking Geek, whenever your time permits it, we would love to have you on there as well. So I can't wait for everybody.
I'd love to, but I also like to sleep.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing.
I think I should be good. I should be good after this week.
Yeah, definitely.
Because just kind of the last week set me back. So
got you. Nah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Whenever
somebody said they'll subscribe to me if I buy a Star Wars figure.
Yeah,
that's what y'all gonna do. That's how y'all gonna play this. That's how they gonna play this, huh? Okay.
Can we talk about this, man? Come on.
I know. I'm like,
yeah, let's do
that's
that.
Mario. He
add 2 subs, and I'll buy one. There you go.
Definitely, you want to do that. But yeah, we'll be on Mario's show on Mario's channel for Uncivilized Scoundrels this week. Talk episode 5 of Obi-Wan, and then back on this channel next Friday for you know what it is, Figure Flex Friday. Which did you know you won the week before last? Did you know that?
Yeah, I left a little comment going.
Okay, cool. You know you won. You won for All In because that picture was fucking dope as hell. Yeah. I love that. So definitely let you know that you did win, and you are actually the winner of the first week of Mashup May Mashup Madness. So definitely, man, good job on that. But yeah, so definitely, and then we'll be back here, of course, the following Sunday for you know what it is, Collectors Lounge. We'll be just coming together and have these conversations. It'll probably be a lot to talk about because there is a rumor that we're supposed to be getting Bo-Katan this week released. There's a rumor.
Before
so
Miles.
hopefully, or Miles. If they give us this Miles, hey, listen.
If Bo comes before Miles, that's dirty, man.
Give me my Miles. Come on, man. Look. Give me my Miles. I'm already prepped and ready for it. Give me my Miles. Give me Miles. Come on, man. You know what time. Give me Miles. I got the J's. I got 2 color J's here, man. Come on. Nice. Give me Miles. Give me Miles.
I just ones.
Yeah,
man, they're so cool. They didn't even look good. Like it's even like a keyring or something.
Yeah, I got the
ones.
one
on your fingers that look good.
Yeah, I got the ones, man. So definitely make sure. Had to get those. Give me my Miles, man. Give me my Miles, and I'm ready to go. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for being a part of the show. I can't wait. Again, let's see here. Everyone needs a sub to these guys. Don't stop till you get enough. 16 Figure Focus. Yo, that is so funny. So definitely, everybody, man, we love you guys. Thank you for being a part of the show as always. Thanks everybody for always participating and just watching and joining on the discussion. Until next week, again, lay back, drinks on us. Don't forget to leave a tip. We're waiting. Peace out.